Hey everybody, I'm Zilla Blitz, and we have got to get moving because we are going to fall asleep. If you recall in the last episode, we were just about ready to pass out from lack of sleep. We had a knuckle boom loader. We're going to take another knuckle boom loader on our way to Montana, but we got to get on the road because we don't have a lot of time, and I'm a little worried that I'm going to hook this right on the edge because I got a long load and they put some logs right in our way here. Hopefully, we can make it without getting stuck on them. And it looks like we did. Now, it's 8 o'clock at night here. We're also kind of working against rain. The nearest place to sleep is about an hour away. I'm pretty sure that means we're going to have pass-out situations. But we're going to do our best to try to not pass out. There's another sleeping violation. I can't see where we're going, really. And it's nighttime, and we're super exhausted. So what could possibly go wrong to start out this episode? Now, I realize, yes, I could go in and tick off that turn off the fatigue simulation, but I don't know, I kind of like living on the wild side, you know? So anyway, we're making our way back down to the road. I want to go as fast as I possibly can without crashing the truck up and stuff like that. Which way do we go here? Left, it looks like, okay? But we'll see you in a few minutes then as we get out to the road here, and hopefully we can make it. Unfortunately, okay, we're taking this, I know it's telling us we're getting tired. We're taking this knuckle boom loaders towards Montana because the Montana DLC comes out in 3 days. So we want to try to get close to Montana, even though I suspect the game is going to automatically transfer us back to our home base in Oregon. But we'll just pretend for anyway. But, yes. So we're going to go about 9 hours towards Montana. We're going to get, I think, to the north central part of Washington from where we are. Right now on the west coast of Oregon. So we've got a ways to go, but we have to go an hour the other way because that's the closest place to sleep. Didn't plan this out too well. And we drove by a place to sleep in the last episode with like 3 hours to go. So, yeah, I don't know who's in charge of the route planning for this trucking company here. Now we have our automatic rain sensors turned on too, which is pretty cool. There they go. They're going faster now. It's the best thing ever. We should get some sleep, and most of our drives should be during the daytime. So we'll see you in a little bit here as we possibly pass out and head straight off the road. All right, so I can see the place where we can sleep up ahead. We haven't passed out yet, so fingers crossed we can make it. Looks like maybe 5 minutes. But you never know when that blackout thing comes, so I want to be ready here. Hopefully, be like on a straight stretch like this if it happens, but looks like we turn right here. Sadun. Yep, this must be the place. And then this is a place to sleep. I feel like we've been in here before, right? It's that little circle place, and you just, oh, maybe not. Hopefully we can figure this out here. Oh, perfect. This looks pretty easy. Looks like we can just go right over here. Oh, there we go. We can stop right here. And we made it without passing out. Excellent. Bullet dodged. Ah, so much different now. Rain's not falling. Bright sunny day. Diesel's all happy. He had a good sleep too. Here we are in a parking lot. Let's get back on the road. Here we go. So yeah, it's August 1st as I make this, and I think I'm going to put this up right on the channel as soon as I get it edited and done and stuff like that. This looks like a really pretty busy place here. I don't know what this is. This is pretty strange. Why are there these little houses in this park here? Not quite sure what's going on, but anyway, we're back on our way, and we should be making good time. But yeah, it's August 1st now. August 4th, of course, is the release date for Montana. One of the things I thought we could do in this ride, too, is take a little look at the upcoming achievements in Montana. There's 5 of them, I believe. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. And so we can kind of walk through those. A couple of interesting ones there. I mean, a couple of ones you'd predict, but a couple of really interesting ones, too. And so we can chat a little bit about those. And we chat a little bit about rain sensors. A lot of people in the comments telling me about those. So lots of things to talk about, but I'm excited to be back and driving. And now I think what I'm going to try to do for this, right, is that the game usually, when there's a DLC, it's going to automatically transport us back to our base in Eugene. But I just want to try to head to Montana as best we can. And then whatever city I end up in, I'm going to automatically transfer us there after we get sent back to Eugene. I kind of like, when I play, I don't like to use that automatic moving feature. You know, the I forget what it's called actually, the quick transfer. You just pay a little bit of money and your truck gets transferred to another base. I kind of feel like I kind of like the feeling of having to drive to a place that I'm going, and that it just doesn't automatically happen. Having said that, I've done it a couple of times where I moved automatically just because I didn't have time to make an episode, and I wanted the episode to start at a particular city, so I might have shifted it kind of like an hour or two down the road to get at a city I wanted to start from. But for the most part, though, I think I've only done it probably in, I don't know how long I've been playing this game now. A lot of hours. This is American Truck Simulator is over 100 hours now. And I think I've only used it maybe once or twice that way. And I've used it probably 3 or 4 times when there was an update and the game moved us way back to like Eugene or Roswell, New Mexico. And I had been like, 5 states away. In that case, just to kind of bring us back to where we were, I used the automatic transfer thing to get the truck where we want to go. So anyway, we got another knuckle boom loader. This actually should help us with one of the achievements in the Oregon DLC, which is I think you have to make 5 deliveries from logging facilities. And Rustic, the place that we just came out, was down the right down there. Rustic is one of those logging facilities with the real world company names. So this will give us the second time that we've originated a delivery from a logging facility or logging company in Oregon. So we should be 2/5 of the way done with that achievement after this episode, should all things go well and we successfully make this delivery. And right now, what time is it in game time? Tuesday at 11 o'clock in the morning. We should have 100% driving during the daytime. We've got a lot of gas, and we, of course, are now loaded up on sleep. Got our knuckle boom loader. Let's take a look at it right here. Yeah, there we go. And we are on our way. Now, we don't need the knuckle boom loader for the forced machinery achievement there, the logged in achievement, because we got that on the last time. So anyway, we'll get down the road just a little bit here, and then let's chat about the achievements in Montana. That's what we'll talk about next. Oh, yeah. I kind of felt like I was taking that turn a little wide there. I can blame something for it, though. But anyway, yeah, my wheel is a little bit adjusted to the left, so it's not quite straight, and I didn't straighten it out yet. So I think that just took my right turning sense off just a little bit, because if I let it go, it's pulling to the left a little bit. So I didn't turn quite enough to make it go to the right, and that's why I clipped the car on the left. Which makes me think I'm going to go calibrate the wheel. I really have to do that before every drive now, and I was lazy. I didn't do it right at the beginning of this one. So I'm going to do that momentarily. And I think obviously I hit it and it was my fault, but I think that's why, to be totally honest. So let me go readjust my driving wheel here. Got about 6.5 hours left. We've made good time. We haven't had any more head-on collisions in the past hour or so. Just got passed through a way station here, but chugging along. Beautiful day for a drive. They're dented up front left side of the truck here. But other than that, doing pretty well here. Let's talk about the Montana achievements. There are 5 of them. One of which you would expect, of course, is called Big Sky. Nope. The Last Best Place, which is the one for visiting every city in Montana. And there are 15 cities in Montana. So I know the last one, Wyoming, had 10. Now it has 11 cities with the addition of Cody, Wyoming. So that'll give us 15 cities to visit in Montana, which should be fun, of course. And then the second one is Big Sky Country. Montana, of course, is called Big Sky State. And I've been there a few times now. And it is amazing, because we're actually getting, almost each one of these states now is getting closer to where I actually live, which is in the north central part of the United States. So we're starting to get closer to states that are kind of right near where we live here. So still have the Dakotas in the way, but for the most part, they are getting closer. And I've been to Montana a few times now, and it is a big sky. It's amazing how big the sky is there. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing how they might capture that in the game. But that one, the Big Sky Country achievement, is to visit the 10 cutscenes from the state. So there should be 10 natural cutscenes that we can go around and explore. Still have 1 left to go from Wyoming, because if you recall in the Wyoming DLC, there were 10 of them, and 2 of them weren't in Wyoming. They were added to the Wyoming DLC, but they were put right south of it. I think one might be in Idaho, one in Colorado maybe. I might be wrong about that, but I think I have 9 of them now. I still haven't picked up the last one. So at some point, another thing to do. Lots of things to do in this game, of course. So that's the second achievement. The third achievement, kind of interesting to see, is called Zero Waste. And it's I like to see this one here because it's kind of show your support for zero waste by completing a total of 10 deliveries of the dumpster and paper waste cargoes. Now, are those new deliveries then? And I thought did I see a new delivery in the game now that was like housing panels or something like that? So maybe they've added some new deliveries to the game too? I'm not really sure. But anyway, complete a total of 10 deliveries of the dumpster bins and paper waste cargoes to the waste transfer stations in Montana. And at least one garbage truck cargo, so we get to deliver garbage trucks, that's cool, from anywhere in Montana. So that's kind of one of those grind it ones, 11 total deliveries that you have to make throughout the state. So that'd be kind of fun to grind. Having said that, I tend to say, oh, those are kind of cool to do, but I don't think I have very many of those. I know we got the potatoes one that was 5 deliveries of potatoes in Montana, but that was only because that was part of the Montana event, which you had to deliver that big potato and deliveries of potatoes to different places around Montana. So that'd be cool if actually maybe the event for Montana had something to do with zero waste and deliveries of those dumpster bins and paper waste cargoes, which maybe that will be connected to the event. That'd be kind of cool. Then the 4th achievement is Power On, which is spark up Montana and support the power network by delivering a circuit breakers cargo and a utility poles cargo, so those 2 different cargoes, to the electric substations in each of the following cities: Butte, Glasgow, and Havre. I'm not quite sure how you say Havre in Montana-isk. But, so that's like a 6 delivery one. Not a kind of as grindy as the 10 one, the 11 one, but still a kind of a, 2 deliveries to 3 different cities of 2 different types of cargoes. So that should be kind of fun. That one sounds interesting. And then the last one is probably the one that I'm most excited about because it involves, yes, perfect deliveries. Major Minor, which is complete a perfect delivery, no damage, no fines, in time of any machinery equipment to the Bull Mountain coal mine and Silane from the Silane gas factory. I'm not quite sure on the wording on this one. Silane from the Silane gas factory, and then talc powder from the talc factory. So those 3 deliveries you have to make, and they have to be perfect deliveries. So that one sounds like fun. 3 perfect deliveries. I like those achievements that have kind of the perfect delivery element to them, and then you got 3 different types. So that might be my favorite one, potentially, of the 5 that I've seen from the Montana DLC. But we now have under 5 hours to go, so we are approaching halfway on our delivery distance, and we're about a little bit halfway over the episode here. It's now 2:30 in the afternoon on Tuesday, game time. Things have clouded up a bit, but still no rain, and let's make a little bit more kind of distance down the road here, and then we'll be back to chat again soon. So about a little bit over 3.5 hours to go. We are making good time. Still haven't had any more head-on collisions. Always a good thing. And rain sensors. If you saw the last episode, I did get pretty excited about rain sensors. And I have to confess, I didn't know they were a real thing. And then a bunch of people posted in the comments ones like this. Here's one from Nick Stone, who says, "Never seen someone so happy about rain. And as I live in England, we invented rain sensors before trucks." Yeah, and a bunch of people said similar things, that rain sensors have been around for a while. And I actually, with my curiosity picked, I kind of checked out with some friends and stuff like that. And they're like, oh yeah, no, my car has rain sensors. My car has rain sensors and stuff like that. Which way do I go here? I feel like it's not that way. Thanks for the handy help there. All right. So it turns out they're a real thing. Who knew? And a couple of friends were saying on their cars, they even have high beams that automatically adjust to your driving as well. So you no longer have to switch between low beams and high beams, that when you're driving, and if you're in the middle of nowhere and there's no cars coming at you, the car automatically flips its high beams on. And then if you're going the other, if a car's coming at you, it shifts back to the low beams. The next thing you know, you guys are gonna tell me that there's actually cars that can drive themselves. That would be amazing, huh? I'm just kidding. I know that's a real thing, but I don't know why I found the rain sensors so amazing. I still find them amazing. I think it's the coolest thing ever. I just want to drive in the rain all the time. I'm so tempted to turn up the kind of rain thing to 100%, the rain sensitivity to 100%, and just constantly drive in rain, and hopefully the speed of the rain keeps changing. But anyway, yeah, simple pleasures, I guess, and stuff like that. And in other comments, I have a question for people. So let me just find this here real quick. All right, so back now. So this is a question I wasn't quite sure how to answer it, but I figure people out there know the answer to this question better than I do. So Andrew Rodwell posted, "Hi, as always, another nice video. I always enjoy each one you do. Also really like the rain sensors." See, there are other people who like the rain sensors too. But anyway, here's his question. I've also noticed the trucks going through the way stations. Oh, that was my other question that we don't seem to know. But here's his question. Could I ask a question? This is hard to do, to drive and read at the same time. I'm sure it's perfectly safe. I only have an Xbox controller as I don't have a wheel. I stay away from difficult parking. Question, is it necessary to have a wheel to do such parking, or am I just being silly? And I confess that you can bypass the way station. Yes. I confess, I thought, my guess would be that, sure. I think it's hard with a keyboard, right? It's definitely easiest with a wheel, for sure. But I think with an Xbox controller in particular, that once you kind of get used to it, it would be more than possible to back up and do the hard parking with the Xbox controller. So I'm wondering if there's people out there that are watching that play with Xbox controllers. Do you do the hard parking, or is it just too hard unless you have a wheel? So I'm curious as well. And I figured, yeah, sure, you probably could do it. Mountains out on the left. So anyway, that's a mystery question that maybe people can help out with. And then the last comment that I wanted to make, kind of point out a little bit, which I think is has a bearing on what's coming up very soon in the game, is, let me just find this one. All right, this one I think has a bearing on something that's happening up in our save here. Christopher Mangila, apologies if I pronounced that wrong. How about buying the next garage in Montana? Because I mentioned at the end of the next episode, we have $174,000 right now. We just paid off our loan, so we've lost a little bit of money in the last few hours here. But closing in on, I think, the $200,000 we need to buy our next garage. And he says, how about buying the next garage in Montana? Now, I was going to buy it in Las Vegas because I figured that's a big city. It'd be easy to make a lot of money. But one thing that I noticed is that we don't have enough garages yet to buy them automatically. So we actually have to be at the garage, physically have our truck at the garage in order to be able to buy that garage. So I'm thinking that, yes, we'll be in Montana when we have $200,000, and we should get a new garage in Montana. So thank you, Christopher, for the great idea. It was kind of bouncing around in my head, and then as soon as I saw his comment, it's like, yeah, we should do that. So the next question is, what's the best city to buy a garage in Montana? I'm assuming the biggest city, and showing my ignorance here, I'm not quite sure what the biggest city is in Montana. I don't think it's Missoula. Helena, the capital? I'll have to find out. We'll figure that out, and then maybe I'll kind of look and see once the map comes out what has the most industries and stuff like that. And then I think for sure we're going to buy our next base in Montana. And with that, we've kind of chatted away for about an hour or so, going through comments and stuff like that, and we've got about 2 hours left, so heading for some big power lines here and some very slow traffic. I'm not sure quite what's going on here. So we'll see you in a little bit as we get closer to our final destination. It's about 20 minutes left. We just exited the highway. We're in Kennewick, Washington, to make our delivery here. I'm excited to try the parking for this one. We didn't do it last time because we were falling asleep and passing out and whatnot. Apparently we have been here before, so I don't recall it. Maybe we came at night? Or must have been quite a while ago for sure. But Diesel remembers it, that's for sure. So, yeah, 16 minutes to go. I'm excited about Montana, just a little bit more to go, huh? Today is Monday the 1st, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That'll be our next episode, so I'll get us close to the border, and then we'll go right across into Montana as soon as it drops. I think probably 10 o'clock in the morning on Thursday, right? And I think I should be able to make a video right about that time. So kind of excited about it. Should be able to, maybe, for certainly the goal is to have a video out that day, but maybe within 3 or 4 hours after it drops. We'll see how quickly it gets downloaded, and how sometimes it can take 45 minutes to drive an episode, and then other times it takes 2 or 3 hours. And it takes about as long to edit one too, so it can take a little bit of time. But sometimes it takes a couple hours to do an episode too. We'll see how it goes. But a little bit of traffic now. So we'll see you as we get close to our parking here. So we picked up a very special hitchhiker just back there at the light. He just kind of hopped in and said, take us to our destination here. I'll show you as soon as I can safely do that. There we go. Darth Vader riding with us in the truck now. It's pretty cool. Gotta make a left-hand turn up here. Darth apparently wants to go where the knuckle boom loader is going, so We're going to keep him with us for a little while here. Now that Digi rules the world doesn't drive with us anymore, so we'll have Darth with us. Looks like it's a left turn right here. Alrighty, here we are. Union Pacific? Is that where we're going? Looks like it. Alright. So, let's see what kind of parking we get. I hope it's hard, I hope it's a 90, and I hope I get it in the first shot. That's kind of what I always hope. 40. Ah, not so exciting. Right over there. Okay, we'll take it anyway. Where is it, though? Is it... Can we see it? To pull it in there somewhere? Oh, it looks like it might be right behind that trail. That's not super easy, actually, with one of these big things here. It seems actually kind of hard. Oh, I see it. It's on the end over there. Huh. How are we going to approach this, then? I'm tempted to go around the whole parking lot and get at it that way. But I'm not sure with this long thing here I can make this corner. Let's try it. Whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. Not a good start when you screw up the very first thing. Alright, let's get back in the truck. We take a nice wide turn here. Ideally what I want to do is just come right around at it from this side. But this might be a little bit ambitious. Oh, so far so good. We made the corner, it looks like. Now we have to make this corner. Yeah, it's right over... Oh, it's right over here. But we can't pull right up to it, right? We have to back into it. Oh, maybe we... Oh, this is pretty easy from this side. Yeah. Because we can just come around here. Whoops, we're going to hit that edge, aren't we? Ah, trailer damage, 2%. Sure, it's going to be super easy. I saw that coming, too. I knew I didn't take a wide enough turn. Gah. Dummy. All right. Let's go wider. There we go. Ah, it looks so easy, too, and totally butchered it. All right. Now, this is the one that you can get actually hit by trucks, too, because we've had trucks come down at us. So let's go over here, see if we can get this straight and back it up right into it. Picked up quite a bit of damage on this one. I haven't done 5% damage to the truck in quite a while. I don't think I'm very straight on this, am I? Boy, I'm not sure. I don't think we can make that. Yeah, we're not going to make that. We can't turn it that tight, so we got to come this way. Oh, there's something there, too. God, I'm making a mess of this one. We held up quite a few trucks there. Ah, I'm not straight. What am I doing? Fail. Close. Oh, maybe they'll give it to us if we just go back a little bit. I don't think so. Oh, they did. Very generous. We are in. Pretty close to this trailer beside us, though. That's a couple inches. We're good. Alrighty. So let's pick up the money from this one. I think it's like $20,000. I think a new base is $200,000, right? So we still need... So there it is. Achievement progress. Lumberjack. 2 out of 5 because we made that delivery originating from a lumbering station in Oregon. We're getting so close to level 23. And how much money do we get here? $33,000. Oh, that's pretty good. And they didn't give us a damage penalty or anything. Nice. So we do have now... over 200,000, 207,000, which is enough to get our base. So maybe we'll get our base. Depends if we can find a good city on the first drive into Montana, but we'll probably go into Montana on Thursday for our next episode and get our first base. Once that's ready, I'll put a link to it right here. Yep, there we go. Get the point right. So I'll put a link to it right there. Thanks for tuning in. As always, I look forward to reading your comments and stuff, and we'll see you in 3 days for the release of Montana. Take care, everybody. Bye.